Session zeros are incredibly important when playing a game like D&D. Last time when we did the writers and DM's advice and questions, we talked about the genre of dark fantasy, what it is, the overarching theme of it, as well as themes within it, and asked you about your experiences with dark fantasy. And today we're going to talk about more of like the pitfalls and things to avoid when writing or playing at a table that is telling a story within that genre. At the beginning of this video, I talked about session zeros and how important they are, and I bring that up because that's the first pitfall I made when addressing dark fantasy as a genre at my D&D table. I was new to DMing and didn't understand the importance of it, especially about talking to my players about their boundaries. Now with that, that is the topic of today's video. The biggest pitfall to avoid is not talking to your players about boundaries, about themes to avoid, and topics to avoid, because it might make them a little uncomfortable and it's going to ruin their experience at the table. So schedule a session zero, have a form or a piece of paper, or talk to your players one-on-one to talk about the themes and topics that they find uncomfortable that are going to ruin their time at the table. Because at the end of the day, we're all there to have fun and collaboratively tell a fun story together. And sometimes delving into those topics can ruin that. Now, dark fantasy is generally darker, so understand that your players know going into it, it's going to be darker. And if that's something they're not comfortable with, maybe this is not the table for them, which is a hard conversation to have, but understand it has to happen sometime. So now the question I ask you is, what are the mistakes you've made? What are the pitfalls you've fallen into when addressing stories that have the theme of dark fantasy, some of these darker subjects? What mistakes have you made so we can share those with other people and we can avoid those mistakes so we can all have a good time at the table? Either way, we'll see you next time here at the World of Ae'oene.